All right, let's do it to it. Get the right scene here. Here we go. Hey everybody, Soul Commodore back at you again. Welcome back to another round of updating my website. Let me get this up so you can actually see the logo. There we go. But yeah, another round of updating my website so that it's actually with the times, you know. Hey, Rain, thank you for the glug glug. I appreciate it. Right off the bat. I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. Um, but thank you very much for that. But yeah, we're going to be continuing working on updating the website. We're going to work on the other two collections of shows that I have, and then doing a little something for the current body of work that I'm working on. And then, no, excuse me. I think after that, you might do some art. Im's doing okay, working. Get glug glug, nerd. Well, thank you. This nerd does appreciate getting glug glugged. Hydration is key, you know. Uh, but I hope work's going well. Um, yeah. So without further ado, let's actually get over to the website. There we go. All right. So the major things I have left to do are to um, update the Anybody But Myself page, like I said, the Monocopsis page, and the Occultatum page. Now, there's a whole thing I got to do with my shop because basically what I want to do is uh, have custom requests where you can request to have a print of any one of my pieces on my website. You know, because I have the ability to do that. I can turn it into a vector. I can change the thing to 300 DPI, and then get it printed wherever. Right. Um, this is WordPress. Yep. Yep. This is WordPress.org, not WordPress.com. I really can't tell you what the difference is, other than WordPress.org is needed to do any sort of like e-commerce stuff. Um, but we're not going to touch any of that today, doing like any of the shop stuff, unless people really want to see that side of it. But it's kind of boring, and it's basically just me getting frustrated trying to get it to work. Everything else is a little more interesting, but outside of that, yeah, we just have these 3 pages to do. So I think we're going to start with Monocopsis. And to begin, because I actually got a grant for this show. You're thinking of making my own website since I own rain.cloud? Oh, that's awesome. That is fantastic. I like that. Um, um, I do like WordPress myself. It might be worth talking to some other people. They might have some other recommendations. Like I know Gage doesn't like WordPress all that much. Um, but I don't know. I like it, but there are certainly other opportunities as well. But I do like that. I do like that name, that domain name. That's fantastic. Um, WordPress, Wix, Foursquare, Space Square, Squarespace. There you go. I like Foursquare personally. Um, I was never good at Foursquare when I was a kid. Never good at it. Um, okay, so what I'm gonna do? Basically, this show, the works that are in this show, I did get a grant for it back in 2019. Um, and then COVID hit, so I couldn't show it anywhere, which is just as well because I look at some of these works now and I'm like, they are awful. Plus, you got there eventually. um, Plus, like I don't know, there's some of these works I don't like. I didn't do as many works as I wanted to, um, but you know. But first things first, I have to look up the definition of monocopsis again. There we go. Um, As you can see here, I got rid of all this stupid AI stuff from Google. So I'm gonna start it off with this. Yeah. I wonder if any of these sites has like a pronunciation. Is there a pronunciation anywhere? There doesn't seem to be. Huh. It's weird because usually Wiktionary has like pronunciations of things. Oh, okay, it has that. So I guess the yeah, this doesn't have it. Okay. Let me see what happens if I search for that. I know this is riveting stuff, but I promise it'll be better. I don't want audio. I want it type. Oh, there we go. How is it said though?
Mona Hopesies.
Okay.
Mona Hopesees.
Oh, I've been saying it wrong this entire time.
Mona Hopesees.
Okay. Well, I'm saying monocosis, but all right. Let's copy that. Gotta look something up on my phone real quick. Co-working and studying might be the reason I have a reason to stream during the day. Also the reason I get tired. Hey, that's fair enough. Or the reason you get fired. I read that as tired. Well, I hope you don't get fired. To be fair, this isn't really co-working because this isn't like work. Um, this is all my own personal stuff. But I figured other people could like do some work while they're while I'm doing this, you know? All right, what am I looking for? I need one of my own pieces. Because it had the definition of Sonder in there. There it is. Cool. Well, it already had the that. Why is this on a different block? That doesn't make any sense. Um, I'm gonna type out noun, I think, and italicize it. that. I deal with sensitive consumer information, which is a big old no for sharing. Ah, that is fair. Yep. You don't want to do what I did the other day, doing one of these streams where I accidentally doxed my old self because I don't live at that residence anymore. So I unpublished that stream, and then when I did the highlight, I didn't know you could do this, but you could actually like crop out the part where the doxing was. So I cropped that out, and now it's all good. But I was like, of course I did that. All right. So now let's get the rest of this. The rest of this in here. And yikes. Yeah, it wasn't a huge deal. Like, it was only up for like a split second. And it's my old residence. And there wasn't any other like super pertinent information, but I was like, well, I'm not about to dox myself, so for the second time on stream. So let me just get rid of this. Okay, this is no longer relevant. I'm not new to the contemporary art scene. Gotta tighten this up. I can't believe I wrote this. So basically, this is my artist statement. Relative to what, though? Oh. Sorry, I'm not... what's the context of that? I missed it. Oh, relative to the age of the universe, you're still a baby artist. I mean, that is true. You are right. You are right. In the context, relative to the age of the universe, I am just a babe. I don't really need this, actually. I don't need that sentence. Boy, that's not what this work ended up being at all. We're all babies. That is true. In a cosmic sense, we are. Oh, it jumped all the way there. Come on. There we go. That's not what this work was about at all, actually. I wonder if any of my yeah, I'm gonna come over to the chat real quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. There we go. I'm gonna look up some of the old artist statements that I made about some of the work on some of the work that I did for this body of work. See what I have to say in that. Let's see. Oh, I can switch this back over now. What am I doing? I need to start paying attention. Everything Everywhere All at Once was fucking great, even though it released all the emotions. I agree. That was a great movie. That was a fantastic movie. I really enjoyed it. It got me in the feels near the end too. Like that was it was a really good movie. Deserved all the flowers that it got. Okay, so I didn't explain what it meant in that one. Oh, and now we're into the new stuff. Okay. All right. It brought back Ke Hu Kwan back into the limelight. He's such a delight. Really is. Really is. So I really didn't say too much about the show, did I? Mm-mm-mm. There's one more place I'm gonna check. If you'll bear with me. How am I gonna do this? I can't really I can unplug my mouse. That's fine. Ooh. Because it's an external mouse, so it doesn't really matter all that much. I am going to open up an old external hard drive and see if I can find the wording for this show, because I updated it. I remember I updated it at some point because the wording that I was using in the in this, the wording I was using in this was a lot more for like my Occult Tomb show. Ooh, you painted something that looks like that but in space. Nice, nice, nice. I mean, feel free to share if you want. I always love looking at stuff. Please do share if you feel like it. All right. Let's see if I can find this very quickly. Again, finding it's going to be tricky. Hey, Gage, welcome on in. How are you? And that's fair, Rain. I mean, you don't have to strain yourself too much trying to find it, but if you do find it, please do share. So what we're doing right now, Gage, is we are updating the Monocopsis page. Or I guess it's called Monopopsis, isn't it? But what I wrote here is a lot what I did for like my first solo show. It has a lot more in common with that. So I'm looking for the original. I'm looking for because I know this was the artist statement that I gave for the grant that I ended up getting for this, but I think I amended that at some point, but it doesn't have the amendment on the website. Actually, it doesn't have any proof that I got the thing on the website at all. So that's what I'm looking for right now, to see if I saved it anywhere. Your OG pitch? Look in your emails? It's not actually in my emails, because I checked there already. But it might be on this external hard drive of mine. Nope, that's the thing I did for tracking, which we've already done. So maybe it was beforehand. Well, it had to have been beforehand. That's just a regular artist statement for myself, an artist bio. You made it into the Twitch Club for Artses. Hey, let's go. Which club is that? And congratulations. That's awesome. That's really good. Very glad to hear that. Oh, no, that's not it. Maybe this is it? Hmm. I mean, this is it, but it's exactly the same thing that I thought. Oh, it's just a stream team, but it's by Twitch. Hey, you know what? That still counts to me. Very nice, very well deserved. Very, very well deserved. How are you feeling about it? Also, I apologize because I know this me looking at this screen isn't all that entertaining, but yeah, that's not it. I mean, it is it, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe it's in this. I'm only gonna look just a little bit longer, and then if I don't find it, I don't find it. Oops. This. The thing about writing something is just like the thing about drawing something. You can always rewrite it. Write it. True, true. You are correct. I was just hoping I wouldn't have to, but it's looking like I. Oh, look at that! Everybody, give your flowers to L. Give your flowers to Gage. That's incredible. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. Congratulations, buddy. That is fantastic. Would you? I wish my mouse would cooperate. There we go. Okay. So, it's looking like I'm gonna have to rewrite this, which is fine. It's just I was hoping not to have to, but hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Yep. Okay. Let me plug my mouse back in. I put your bear back. Nice. Oh, what happened to this light? Yeah, we don't need to be that bright. We don't need to be that bright at all. Okay. All right, so let's there it all is. All of this is at our disposal. I don't even know that that's what monopopsis was about. It's certainly about feeling out of place, but I'm going to start out with the facts first. Looking through my message history with my boo, and I see Uncle Charles, and that just brings back so many memories. Nice, nice. Uncle Charles. bad. I just need that. Oops. Okay, so there's the disclaimer that I don't particularly like this work. But now I gotta figure out how to word both skill wise and in actually both in quantity and quality. Okay, so now what's the word I'm looking for? I said it here. That's what it was. It's not here. Damn, I suck. Hey, it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Copy that. Because these are my own words. Oh, look at that. Some bots trying from way back in the day that I forgot to delete. Well, I should actually that in. And I did get that in 2019, right? I posted this 191 weeks ago. Jeez. I think I got this in 2019, maybe late 2018. There we go. Ooh, you found it. Nice, nice, nice. Let's take a look. If I'm allowed to, let me know if I'm allowed to show it on here. I know you posted the link, but I like to make sure. Cool. Thank you. Oh yeah, look at that. Man, I like that. I love that texture that you put on the planet. Yeah, that is pretty similar, isn't it? So for contrast, there's that piece that range is posted, and then this was the piece that you were thinking of, right? That reminded you of it. Of course, Gage, you can always make a suggestion. I'm always open to suggestions. Man, I really like this, Rain. Thank you for sharing. Man. I love this stuff in the background too. Man. Very nice. Gage, that is a fantastic suggestion. You are right. You're absolutely right. Well, that's from the gases dissipating from the suit into space. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, yep, that makes sense. That's good. But yeah, Gage, that's a really good suggestion. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, Rain. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah, that is the gases escaping. Very cool. I like that. How helpless? How helpless could you possibly do, or possibly be? Man, oh man, that's like a nightmare for me. uh, but yes, thank you, Gage. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna rewrite that. Gonna incorporate this. It's gonna be a very short artist statement in relation to as opposed to like the blurbs that I wrote for tracking and the quiet part out loud. I was looking through my boo's message history, so I thought I shared it with her, but apparently I did not. I love that you call her your boo. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Externally. Oh, that says externally. Externally. There we go. Just in case y'all let me know if the well, I mean you can't really, but let me know if the stream stops working somehow. Because I think our internet might have gone out. Just texting my wife. Okay, there we go. I'll explore that in some way. I think both physically. All right. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now we can actually start posting stuff in here. So, for this, we are going to do a gallery. We're going to select images from our media library. Dinner for me? Hey, no worries, no worries. I hope you enjoy your dinner. We'll still be hanging around here for another hour or so. So feel free to pop back in when you're done your dinner. I hope it's tasty. And of course, because you're dinner lurking, I will say, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thanks for hanging out, Gage. Hopefully, I hope you enjoy your dinner. Okay, here we go. So We got tension, into the thick of it, utopian, the blink in existence, out of the blue, portage. Then wasn't there one more? Or was that it? Wasn't there a list that I did somewhere? Hold on. I gotta unplug my mouse again. Hopefully it doesn't go flying this time. There we go. All right. Come back here, external hard drive. We've got more searching to do. Oh, excuse me. Documents. Date modified. Got to scroll past all of my university papers. Well, where did it go? Artwork list. That's what I'm looking for. In existence, audience. Out of the blue. Portage, reckoning. Reckoning. So, that's odd. Onyx. Oh, that's right. That's right. I had already done this and then ended up putting this in, yes. Yeah. You know what, how hard it is to like reach back in your brain to how you were thinking like years ago? Yeah, well, audience ended up not being a part of this show. There's reckoning. So I guess it is just 7 pieces. Okay. All right. So that means we're gonna have to change this a little bit. In terms of the order. Because I'm gonna do 2 pieces, 3, and then 2. Yeah. These 2. Create a new gallery. This is, of course, tension and into the thick of it, which is probably my favorite song from, in case anyone remembers it, probably my favorite song from the Secret of Mana soundtrack. I'm gonna plug my external mouse back in. There we go. Ooh, you're winding down from work? Very nice, very nice, very nice. I don't remember the context for half the shit I said on social media last year. Yeah, yeah. And here I am trying to pull that. So basically what happened with that whole thing is I had 8 pieces in mind for this show, right? Because I was writing the grant for this, right? 7 of them I had in mind already, and it was like 7 of the stuff in here. And then one of them, audience, I had already done in charcoal to go along with the blink in existence. And it was right around the same time that I submitted the grant that the station gallery came to me and said that I got a solo spot because I won what do you call it? I had won a People's Choice Award for one of their shows. So I had already done a couple of these pieces in 2018, right? And I had the idea in mind for the majority of these pieces. These being the ones for Monohopsis. The problem was I got that solo show before I got the grant. So one of the pieces audience that I was planning on using for this stuff, I ended up putting into a Cool to Tomb, which was the solo show that I got. So that's where all that came from. Oh. There we go. I just wanted to make the light a little brighter. Cool. So that's what I was trying to figure out in my head. But okay. So with all that, we'll insert this gallery. I'm gonna put in another one. Select images. Load more because it was way back when. There we go. And then the next ones I did was Utopian, A Blink in Existence, and Out of the Blue. A Blink in Existence, Out of the Blue. There we go. Insert into gallery. I actually don't mind they all did that, but let's see if I can crop this. I'll worry about it later. Let's put in the final two pieces. Oh, no, we went too far. Went too far. Okay. Portage and Reckoning. Why did... Wait, did I... Oh, I accidentally clicked image. I want this to be a gallery. So much charcoal. So much work. Okay. Portage. Reckoning. Oops. Forgot the O, or the K. Reckoning. There we go. I actually don't mind that layout. Even though the three in the middle are kind of extended, I don't mind that at all. Not in this one at least. Why did you go down there? Fine. Now we'll move you up. There we go. That's all I wanted you to do was just add a space there. Okay. Let's publish this. Oh wait, hold on. I almost forgot. I'm gonna open this in a new... No. Duplicate tab. That's what I wanted to do. We have to actually make those clickable. And just something I almost forgot to do. So I need to actually go to the site. To exhibitions and collections, Monohopsis. And we're going to copy and paste all of these as links. There we go. Now that'll go there. Next one, into the thick of it. Next one should be Utopian. There we go. And next one should be A Blink in Existence. The only charcoal piece in this set. And now we've got Out of the Blue. Portage. Which honestly, between Tension and Portage, it's between those two for my favorite piece of these. Tension and Portage are the two pieces that I think are actually successful. Like I'm 100% happy with. Yeah, that one and Portage. They're the only two that I'm 100% happy with. Like I wouldn't change a thing. And last one. Okay, now we can publish it and save it. And now we'll actually throw it into this. Customize. Menus, menu 1. Add an item. The Monohopsis page. I'm going to move that up here as a sub item, and we are going to get rid of that. And we're going to publish. And now what that means is that we now have yet another page that matches our other work pages. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like that. And now it matches both tracking and the quiet part out loud. Which means we've only got one to go. Well, I mean two to go, really. But a cool tomb. Which I tacked this one on, like I tacked Trespass 3 on, but really it's these 6 images. They're really what it is. But nothing I can do about it now. Now I just gotta remember what order I put them in. Yeah. Because this is a part of its own series. There's 2 other Trespass pieces. This was also in February and March, huh? Interesting. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking through these. Huh. Man, I was a little baby artist then. Okay, so let's go back to editing pages. And now we have this one. Where is it? There we go. I'd like to thank you all for coming along on this with me. This has been actually a lot more fun than it would be just doing it myself. You know, very necessary to do, but it would have been a lot less fun if I didn't have you all with me. I gotta open up that thing again. Because there was a part of that that I feel like was pertinent to a Cold to Tomb. All right. A search and we go again. All right. At least this one I more or less know the date that it would be. It'd be 2018. 2019. No, not that. Is it this artist bio? Yeah. I do like this. I can't remember if I wrote it, but we can at least rephrase it. I think I wrote it. Yeah. No, don't do that. Okay, so now we've got some more rewriting to do. I think that's pretty much what this has to do. Hey, Saribot, thank you very much. Banned someone from coming in with spam. I didn't have to worry about it. Okay. And now there was one definition in here that I wanted to put in, which was the actual definition of it. I'm just going to throw this in, and then if we use it, we use it. If we don't, we don't. Is there another one? Okay, there we go. Let's plug my mouse back in, and let's get to work on this. These are all very linked ideas, but oh, I should add when this show actually took place. Which let me Google that. Durham Regional Events Calendar. Well, actually, let's look up when Wish Them Well. Any more. Hey, there it is. February 1st to March 24th, 2019. Boom. That's exactly what I was looking for. So maybe I didn't write that. Or at least I started writing it, and then Olex from the Station Gallery like touched it up. This is my first solo exhibition, running from February 1st, March 2019 at the Station Gallery in Whitby, Ontario. March 24th. There we go. That there for now. I want who is stressing upon whom to be the last sentence in the thing. Um. Let me get rid of that sentence. It's not really needed. Gonna save that for later. make a decision. Is the light sanctuary, or does it suggest a greater hazard than the darkness ever could? Is remaining in the shadow the safer option? Just what is hiding in the dark? Who is trespassing upon whom? Yeah. Remains obscured. Exploring. However, oops. Can release what is hidden inside a familiar space. Oh, actually, I'm gonna switch to the next playlist. I like this playlist better. All right. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good. And we're going to put in another, oh, okay. It's not gonna let me. All right, so now we'll actually put in the work. And it's another 7 images, so we're gonna have to split it up the way we did with the other one. No, not upload. They're already uploaded. Don't need to upload them again. Actually, while we're doing this, I wanna check something. Okay, good. Yes. Check one more thing. Hey, all right, good. So I had to make these into squares, which meant like cropping the image. I just wanted to make sure it didn't crop it on the actual page for the piece, or in the when you click on that, it goes to an external link. Just wanted to make sure that it wasn't cropping those as well. All right. So here we go. First things first. Do I want to do this one 3, 2, 3? No, 2, 3, 2. 2, 3, 2. So this is trespass 3. This is approach. Insert into gallery. We'll edit these in a minute in terms of the shape of them. Gallery, select images. Now we got to scroll all the way down again. Damn, oh man. I've done a lot of work, y'all. Jeez. Audience. Vestibule. Dissension. Again, I don't mind that those are longer because they're all longer pieces anyway. But finally. No. Gallery. And down we scroll. Finally, we have these. Adjacent, which is still my favorite piece in the collection of this particular collection. And clandestine. Now to match those, I'm gonna make these squares. Block. And approach does the same thing, perfect. And now we just are going to insert some paragraph blocks just so that that there's some spacing in between, just like so. And we are going to put in another paragraph block just to make sure that there's space. Okay. Oh, before we publish, we got to link to each of the individual pages. Three. Approach. There we go. Audience. Oh, Wrong tab. Audience. Vestibule. Extension. Which keeps telling me it's spelled wrong, but I know this is a word. And even if it's not a word, oh well. It is now. Every single word on the planet was made up, so. Every word in every language on the planet. And now clandestine. It's kind of funny how my how things kind of ballooned, and I'll explain what I mean once I get this published and actually put in. I'll explain what I mean. So now that that's there, we're going to customize the page. Use add full cocoon, which I thought was pronounced occultatum, but no. Gonna remove the project tag, link, publish, and we'll just make sure that that worked out. Perfect. So this body of work was 7, right? 7 pieces. 6 that I made specifically for the show with the, well, 5 actually, because audience ended up being in this show instead of Monohopsies. Monohopsies, I was thinking it was going to be 15, but here we have 7 once again. Then tracking, with the exception of these, right? We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. So 17 actual like pieces. And then, you know, we've got 23 pieces overall, really. And then you've got the quiet part out loud, which altogether is like 142 pieces. It's crazy how much that scaled up. I will say that anybody but myself is going to be less pieces, but there we go. Look at that. Perfect. So my first solo show was February 1st to March 24th. This one was February 4th to March 25th. Interesting. I guess that's just my time of year. All right. So I guess I did say I was going to work on a approach, wasn't I? Or approach. I was going to work on anybody but myself, didn't I? I'm not going to make the page live, but I got to figure out what it is that I'm going to say about this show. Oh, excuse me. What do I want to do? Oh, you know what I do have to do? I do have to go in and somehow tag the pieces that are not for sale and tag the pieces that are already owned by somebody. I have to do that. So that people know that they can only buy prints of those ones and they can't buy the original. Maybe I'll just make it a project tag and make it like a thing in the shop saying like not for, I don't know. There's different ways to do it. But at least let me pick the pieces that are going to go here. Oh gosh. The Gathering. Stop that. The Gathering. I wish I was. That doesn't have ellipses or anything, does it? I wish I could. Oh, I almost mistitled one of my own words. Goodness. What's this one called again? Not much for conversation, that's right. Not much for conversation. 2 is a crowd. And saying nothing, talking loud. Hey, those 2 rhyme. Insert gallery. Now, what do I want to do now? I need to make this a heading. So the first heading I'm going to do actually is studies and experiments. This up above. I'm going to insert another gallery where I'm going to put miasma and whatever I called that one. I can't remember off the top of my head. Asthma, a study. Oh, a study. A study. And through the looking glass. Study. Insert another heading. This one, what am I going to call this one? Because there's going to be 3 sections to this one again. The first section is largely about the masks that we put on. Maybe I'll just call it that, masks. Or masking. No, I think masks. I have to think about part 2 though. What am I going to do with that? Because based on what I have planned out, Masks. Maybe I'm gonna call it like pieces. I don't know. I'll come up with something more interesting for these, but part 2 fragments. And it's gonna be another heading. Part 3. I don't know what to call part 3 yet. But thankfully this isn't being published yet, so I don't have to. I don't have to put anything. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Gage. How are you? How was dinner? Right now we are trying and, well, not we. I am trying and failing at coming up with something to name the third part of this show. Like none of these are like going to be permanent names as of right now. I do like masks though, but I'm not sure if I want them to be like monosyllabic or like just one word, right? But anyway, let's see how this looks, and then we got to come up with like the actual like artist statement and all that. But for the moment, let's preview what the page would look like. Not bad. Oh, it was good. You didn't have to cook it. There you go. There you go. That's always the thing, right? I love, in contrast with the other charcoal drawings that I've done, I love the pops of color with these ones. I might have to recolor the gathering though, because it's a little like this is supposed to be more red than it is, but that'll be another day. But yeah, this is more red. It ended up looking kind of brown just with the way that I did the coloring, but I'm gonna have to change that. Yeah, that looks good. I do have to, okay, so now we've done that. Now that we see what it looks like. I just realized I got caught in my own head right there just thinking, and that doesn't make for very interesting streaming. Just me sitting here thinking. You know what? I can't, not that I can't be bothered to. I'm not sure I have the brain capacity right now to try and come up with an artist statement for this as of right now, because I have too many ideas swirling around my head. So why don't we instead take a tour of the site? Why don't we do that instead? So here we have the main gallery. This is all of my pieces, more or less in chronological order, from most recent to earliest. And we'll just take a little look through. Hey, because I was thinking about it last night. Reminder that you wanted to do a collab stream. Oh, that's right. Yes, yes. Because I was thinking like maybe we could do. I mean, obviously we could do a collab stream like doing art stuff, but also like maybe building my Discord on stream. Finally, art statements are hard, especially because for this one, like I know exactly what I want the show to be, but translating it from my head and the 20,000 ideas I have swirling around in my head to actually make it a concise artist statement is a challenge that I don't want to undertake right now. Hence, we're doing this tour. So now we've got the early. So basically, right after, like anything before Trespass 3 specifically, all of this is now standalone work. None of it was part of. They've been like in exhibitions. Like some of the stuff has been in exhibitions, but it's all been like standalone. It hasn't been like a collection of stuff, right? It's all been like standalone work that I did. Oh, let's take a look at the abstract collection. That's right. I forgot I did all of these. Man. Oh, I need to change the spacing on this. Sorry, I just saw something that I didn't like. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. All right, let's go back to page 6 of running. This is back when like I was really in like I really loved my charcoal drawings from this period. Not so much the paintings, but the paintings that I did then led me to what I'm doing now. So, you know, it's a but this is an era where I really didn't like painting at all. I really just wanted to draw. There we go. This is the first page, which is ironic because the first thing that I posted was a painting. And look how bad this picture is. Goodness gracious. My cousin Joelle has this piece. I wonder if she still has it. I gave it to her. Yeah, I convinced her to like take a better picture of it. Whew. I was still in university when I did this, 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 these, that, this, this, and that was it. That was the last piece I did in university. Okay, so that's the main gallery. And then we go into exhibitions and collections. We got the 4. We just did A Cool to Tomb. Just finished that up. And then we've got Monoopsis. With those 7 pieces. We've got the tracking page. All of these. A lot of this stuff, as y'all will recognize some of these because I did a lot of them on stream. I did a lot of them on stream. Let's see, what did I do on stream? I did this on stream. I'm pretty sure I did that on stream. I did the sundown on stream, but that was on Instagram. I was streaming on Instagram to start with, like Instagram Live. It's weird to think, but I did that. Did that on Instagram Live. I did the Bend on Instagram Live. I did Cataclysm on Instagram Live. Early Morning in the Park was when I switched over to Twitch. And then of course Decrepit. That was the one where we got hit by that big raid, and I met a whole lot of you then. So that was really fun. Then of course Turbulence, Covert Operations, No Diving, All is Said and Done, Overgrowth, Absentee. We did all of those on stream, along with this abstraction study, which I may not make a study actually, because I kind of like this piece now that I photographed it right. Like I might make that part of the main thing, but we'll worry about that later. And then of course we've got all of the work from the Quiet Part Out Loud, which was too much to stream all of this. But it was so much work, but very rewarding. And then of course the gallery tour. I decided to link that video. And then, so those are the exhibition collections. Additional work, we've got my sketches, which I don't do a lot of sketches. These are all from university. And I haven't sketched a single thing since. Really, to be honest. We had to do like a sketch project, and that's where all of this came from. I didn't want to. So we got that. We got a photography page, which again, I haven't really updated because I took all of these in university. And then of course we have the miscellaneous section, which there's not a whole lot in here, but this is just, like I said, failed experiments, silly projects, drawing bets, old work that I took elements from to create new and better work. Including this monstrosity. So when I was in university, I had to do a portrait piece, and I really didn't want to do a self-portrait because I was like, A, who's gonna want a picture of me? 2, like I can't hang this up myself, otherwise I'm gonna look really vain. So I decided to make myself look as creepy as possible. So that's what I did. And a lot of this is just university work that I didn't like these. Like I just look back on it and I'm like, what was I doing? This is some photo I took of my record player because I wanted to look artsy and all that, and I put it on Facebook, and it's like, what? And then a bunch of me like just trying to be artistic, some failed like anatomy stuff, like just stuff that I don't think is up to par, and then like some drawing bets that I made for like football games. You can always take down what you hate. I could, but I'm also one of those people where I'm very open with the stuff that I hate, and it's not even so much that this stuff doesn't represent me. I mean, this is all me. Like I did all this. And when I say hate, it's more of a joking hate. It's not like a looking at it and being like, oh my god, because I know exactly where I was and what headspace I was in for each one of these pieces. So it's not so much that I hate them. I mean, these are all part of me, and the stuff that I learned doing all of these pieces contributed to everything I did in the Quiet Part Out Loud, right? Which is my favorite series of stuff that I've done so far, right? it contributed to everything that I've done in tracking. Like it all kind of led to that, right? So for that reason, I keep it around, and also because I don't want people. I feel like when I was growing up, whenever I would see artists, I would always see their best work, right? And that's what you're exposed to is their best work, right? So I also kind of made this page to be like, hey, sometimes I've got crappy work too, and that's okay because it leads you to where you end up, right? This I literally did because I was out of ideas and it was the end of fourth year and I just needed to do something. um, and then we have my about page. It's just about me. That I updated this recently. Um, we have my CV, which formatting this on here was an absolute fiasco, and it's still not perfect. I got to figure out something else to do because it did not work. But that's my CV. Got my contact. And then the shop, which is coming soon. I said Saturday. Hopefully it'll be Saturday if I can figure out how to get this stuff to work. But we'll see. But yeah, that's my site. Completely updated now. Completely current and updated. Finally. All right. Well, what you using for the shop? Oh, it's well, it's gonna be WooCommerce, but basically the way I'm setting it up is there are different plugins you can use so that you can request a quote rather than like an actual like price. Because what I'm gonna do is open up my entire gallery, with an exception of a few pieces like the commission pieces. Um, the commission pieces will be off limits until I get permission from the commissioners. Um, uh, Basically, every single piece will be open for a print. Basically, you can also buy the originals with some exceptions, but everything's going to be open for prints because I can vectorize every single one of these pieces. I can put them all to 300 dpi so they'll print nice. So the way it's going to work is that you're going to request a quote. This is the royal you, not you specifically, Gage. But you're going to request a quote. I will go get a quote for whatever it is that you want printed from the print shop that I use. They'll give me the quote and then I will base the pricing off of that. And then if that sounds good to you, then we'll go through the I wish I could afford soul art. I mean, hey, I'll probably have like deals and stuff like that too. Um, I'm sure you'll be able to get soul art one day, and I don't even mean that like afford it. Like you I like my friends and I do discounts and special things for friends and family and all that. You know, it's what I do. But yeah, that's the plan for the shop. The problem is kind of synthesizing everything, but I'm not going to subject you all to that. That's something that I'm going to figure out on my own between now and Saturday. Because I've tried like 3 different things and none of them worked the way well, they worked, but not the way that I wanted them to. It wasn't as streamlined as I wanted it. So I'm just gonna do that on my own time. But with that, I would like to thank you all for coming on in. I do appreciate it. Watching me, build this site back up from what it was to now what it is. Having not been updated since years ago to now here we are. So no problem, Gage. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. And yeah, like also with stuff like that too, like I'm always open to like, people like paying what they can afford at that time, and all that kind of stuff. I do not want to be a gatekeeper for. Let me put it this way: if you really want something of mine, like I'll make it work. I will make it work. You know, I'm always down for that. You know. But for now, I do want to give some love to a new streamer that we actually rated not me, but I was in a stream that rated this person. So I want to rate them, give them some love because they're relatively new to this. So we're gonna go say hi to Rena Cat Chow, who is currently playing some Animal Crossing, and then also plays Dave the Diver. So we're gonna go say hi to her. But yeah, thank you all for coming on in. Next stream is gonna be Sunday morning. We're getting back to playing Undertale, finally. But Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern, we're gonna be playing some more Undertale for a couple hours. And then the next art stream, hit me up in the DMs about the collab. Oh, true. Sounds good. I'll probably pick a day where you stream also, but maybe a day where I don't have to drive home from work, because traffic is doing what traffic does, but yeah, I'll hit you up about that. And then the next art stream that we have will be next Monday, and that will actually be we'll be back to like actually doing a piece, working on a drawing / painting. So that'll be on Monday. But in the meantime, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend if I don't see you. And then we'll get back to some actual like physical art next week. All right. Thank you all for coming in. Gage, you too. Thank you everyone for coming in. Rain, thank you very much for that glug glug. Let me get this raid going. And yeah, we'll see y'all on the flip side. All right. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks for hanging out while I fix the thing I was procrastinating on for years. All right. Bye, y'all.